Hey guys, having a little bit of issue with my trailer. Making a video about it in case anyone else finds themselves in the same predicament and has the same issue. So as you can see between right off the bat, this wheel and this wheel, look at all that grease. That was the first kind of warning sign to me that I realized something was going wrong when I have all this grease around my wheel. And as you can see, if you look at the bearing right there, look at that and look at that. Those two spindles over there, inside there, and this is loose in there with some space while this one has its fitting. Bearing or grease cover, grease piece, whatever it's called, that goes in the middle there as well. So today I'm gonna be fixing this and replacing this. All right, so now I have it jacked off the ground and look at the movement. You should not have any movement like this. This one doesn't have that. This should not be happening. So all right, now that we have the wheel off, you can see our drum right here. Look how loose that is. Should not be moving at all. So normally there would be a cotter pin in here that you'd have to pop out, so then you could screw out this bearing right here, but there's no cotter pin. So I'm just gonna try to screw out this bearing in here in order to get the drum off. So I'm just unscrewing this bearing out like this. Should come off, there we go. There was this little cover piece that was on it that I had to pop out first in order to get that. So I guess this was locking it in place. It was on there as such, instead of some setups I've seen have a cotter pin that goes through there in order to keep this bearing on, but this for some reason had this cover. All right, so now you should be able to remove your drum. All right, so after getting that drum hub or whatever you call it off, you can see the bearing is still on there in the back. I can't get that off for some reason. So I'm gonna take the parts that I have here and that hub, and I'm gonna take it to a trailer store and see what they say as far as for getting a new hub possibly, or bearings, and see what else I need. I'm doing this completely blind. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, to be completely honest. But if this video could help somebody, then I accomplished something today, and that's all my whole goal is today. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, back on over here at this project. Bearing stuck in the back. Can't get off because look how cut up, scraped up that spindle is. Have to replace the spindle. Trying to avoid replacing the whole axle, so this is the other solution. It's a little bit more work, in my opinion. So what we have to do is, we have to cut it in the back and weld this new piece on, but you have to make sure it's at the proper length, the proper width. So you don't want it this way, you don't want it this way. So what did I do? I made a jig basically here for blocks. So for there, I know that is perfectly set. So when I cut that off, all I got to do is I marked my location on the bottom, and all I got to do over here is do the same thing after I tack it on, move that block out, do this, and then it's perfectly in the middle as far as for my spacer, and then I know it's exact. Just to make sure, I took a measurement from here, went all the way across to that side, and I measured all the corners to make sure that we have an exact measurement to match up to reference tube back, just in case. Another solution I came up with is I have a laser going down the middle and to the side, pinpointing the center grease fitting. So basically when I cut this off, all I got to do is match the laser up, and then I know it's dead center. So that's what we got to do here. We got to cut this off in the back. You see right here, we need to cut that off and re-weld the new one on. So here you have an example. If you really want to double check your accuracy, you can match up the midpoint on the grease fitting. So after you match that up, so you know it's not left, right, up, or down. That's just one of many ways. Like I said, I'm doing a block and a block here, but that's just to double check. Plus I got a measurement from that side. All right, it is cut off. All right, come on in and check it out. This is why it works. Check it out. Dead center. Okay, it's loose right now. It's not even welded on. I set blocks beforehand over here. I have another block that goes from here to there just to make sure, but I took measurements from the axle to axle, inside to it, for everywhere beforehand, and I wrote it down on a piece of paper just to make sure I was so precise, triple checking everything, okay? But look at that. Now I got a tack welded on top. I could pull the block out and then do a bead all the way around, and we are ready to rock and roll.